welcome in, Moonlight Mafia. I hope everyone is having a great day. My day has been good. I'm not going to say that it's been great because I am here in New Jersey on work. But it could be worse. I could be unemployed. So there's that. And, so out here working hard, but was able to meet up with Brian Kearns from How We Cruise. Had an awesome trip with him yesterday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be heading over to the Bronx on the subway to meet up with our friends and family from House of X Entertainment, and that's going to be fantastic. And from House of X Entertainment on Saturday, we're going to have it's your boy Leo. He's going to be on with us on the World Wrestling Blog, so it's going to be great. One little note, unfortunately, our friends, the Funnelheads, were not able to make it because Andrew has prior engagements at work that are keeping him from being on here. So I went out to the World Wide Web and I went out looking for minor league captains, and I found a he's high double A, maybe low triple A ball captain, and we're going to bring the captain on. He's going to co-host with us. Ahoy there!
Ahoy there!
So before we start, since you're good enough to come on here and hang out with me and help me out with this, because I'm very alone and unafraid. I don't have Chastity with me. I don't have the funnel heads, but Captain, my captain, Billy J is here to save the day. So anyway, if you want to just real quick, how long you've been doing YouTube, and give us your I'm in the elevator pitch as to why we should watch the captain.
Sure. So I just joined YouTube. Well, I didn't join YouTube. I started my channel just over a year ago, back in August of last year. And I've been doing it since then. And before that, I did have another channel, my sweepstakes channel. But right now I'm doing travels, doing cruises. Love the cruise community that I found with YouTube. Great bunch of people out there, and we're very supportive of each other. And it's awesome to check out each other's content and vlogs and live shows, and you get to know people real well, and it's an awesome time.
So the Sandman's calling you out, man. He said you are the world's fastest Googler. He thinks that's how you're so good at trivia.
That is true. I Google some answers, but I know a lot of it too. I'm pretty smart.
Yeah, I want to see you and Janice go head to head.
Bring it on.
the dueling trivia people. I don't know. I tried to come up with something smart there, but I'm not as smart as you, Captain.
Well, it takes practice.
All right, so folks that are in the chat, the Catherine Concepts, welcome in. Good to see you. Sea Leg Journeys in the chat as well. We've got House of X. How you doing, family? Good to see you guys. And of course, the Captain, Billy J. We've got Bruce from Ocean to Ocean. All right. Ooh, jumping on me. Yo, Eddie Lugo. Welcome in, friend. Good to see you. Here today, where tomorrow. Welcome. Oh. See me traveling. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Cruising is fun anytime. Hello, Cheryl. I hope you're doing well. The greatest of all mods, Miss Meg. Hello. Oh, we've got somebody new in here. New from House of X. Welcome, guys. Everyday Life with Ron and Rose. Welcome in, guys. Great to see you here. Great to see you. Miss Najuma Brown. Welcome in. Mr. James Cantonese. All friends from down under, the Sand Van. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Welcome in. All right. Did I get caught up in the chat? Oh, I have not got caught up in the chat because the greatest of all YouTube valets, the beautiful, the one, the only, Miss Chastity from Moonlight Adventures. She keeps all this straight. She keeps all this, and it's I'm a handful.
I agree.
Traveler Bus, welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Clock Family Adventures, welcome in. Mr. Eric B. And man, I've got so many people down in my basement right now that keep it down there. They're loud, man. So many people. Miss Alice Lugo, the one who keeps Mr. Eddie straight. Oh, we've got another new friend, the Scrow's Nest. Welcome in, guys. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So the rules of engagement here for how we do this is anyone is welcome to come on and promote their channel. You don't have to be any one type of channel. It doesn't matter to us. You can come on, and all I have to do is just verify you in the basement, make sure that you are fully clothed and you're not crazy. So that eliminates Troy S., who just showed up in the chat. So he's probably naked. But you know, not all of us want to see that. I'm game, but you know, most of us probably are not. Barry Brain, who is always in the nude, but he could come on in the nude. He could. And we have received our brain now, Billy.
Oh, awesome.
We have not named it yet, but we do have our brain. It was heavy. I actually have back pain right now from bringing it in the house.
My wrist hurts from carrying it.
Is that what that's from? All right.
Yeah, sure.
Double A Ron Smith, welcome in, friend. And hey, there's Mr. Grizz. Welcome in, welcome in. All right. So without further ado, we are going to bring up the first individual that is down in our basement. He's probably the loudest of all of them, down there banging, but here he comes. Mr. Bruce from Ocean to Ocean. Good to have you on, buddy.
How's it going, guys?
Hey.
Good.
Hang on.
It's a great day.
I didn't know we finalized that, but I'm good with it. So it is going to be Bulldog Brain then. Bulldog Brain is our brain. Sorry about that. That's breaking news. I wasn't going to put that out there, but since Chastity put it out, then that means that we're good because that was my idea and she agrees to it. So perfect. All right, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little about yourself. I know you're a West Coaster.
I am. I'm all the way on the coast of Washington State. Used to live in Seattle and a couple other small towns. Now I live in a small town of about 5,000, which means two of us could fit on the Icon. Full cities, but yeah, I live on the West Coast and been doing this YouTube thing for a little over a year. Started in, well, I should say I started our YouTube channel actually in the middle of 2020, but actually start posting stuff and really doing anything in July of 2021. So just as the restart was going on again.
Yeah, and you do a good job. Chess, I'm talking to my wife. She's texting me. So send me more. I don't. What light did I turn off? I'm confused. Just let me know what I need to do. She's telling me that I need to turn a light on, and she's fixing me as we go. So she keeps me straight, even from so many miles away.
And my wife does that all the time, so it's good.
She's the producer. She takes care of me. So yeah. So Bruce, what I was going to say is, you know, for doing it no longer than you guys have done it, you've really got a good hold on what you're doing, and you put out a lot of really good content. You've only been going live though for just a short period of time.
Yep, we tomorrow will be our fifth week of going live. Tomorrow will be episode number 5. Excited! It's going to be our Halloween show because it's the last Thursday before Halloween. So we're gonna. I'm doing a trivia. I got with Greg with SCT, and we did a one-on-one through Zoom, and he kind of showed me how to do that kind of stuff. So we're going to do trivia, do some giveaways, and maybe have 1 or 2 guests on. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying doing this through StreamYard and everything, and doing the lives. It's a blast. The only thing I have left to do is to convince my wife to join me. That's the one that she's really shy. I am proud of her every time she goes on the camera, and every time she's on camera with me, our viewership goes way up. So it's she's our rock, that's for sure, and big supporter. And we love cruising. That's why we do this. We put out some other travel stuff. We're not strictly just cruising, although that is kind of where we direct everything. And we just booked the booze cruise for Halloween, and so we've got five cruises scheduled all the way to the end of next year right now.
That's awesome.
So, and we're just trying to put out a lot of content. Love this. We really love the cruising community. This since we've really engaged in it, which being fully engaged, it's only been a few months. It's a true community, and I've gotten so much help and feedback from everybody. I have just totally loved it, enjoying it. It's the highlight of my day is when I get on YouTube, get on somebody's live stream, just talk to people. It's awesome.
Well, you've already done a fantastic job. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I apologize. I'm working on using OBS now, and I think I've got a handle on it, but it's all just a little different. So I apologize if I'm a little scattered. So you've done a great job selling yourself already, but if you want to just give us your 1 minute spiel. So, we're in the elevator. Everybody's in the elevator with you. It's a Coco Rona Fest, and you need to intrigue us all on to why we should watch Ocean to Ocean.
Awesome. Well, like I said, we love cruising. We've been doing this for a little over a year, and we just try and put out some, content that we think that people are going to enjoy. We've gotten a lot of good feedback on the stuff that we do put out. We just try to be real, try to be genuine, and just try and engage people. And now we have started our lives, so we are on every Thursday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. East Coast. So everyone ought to come on by tomorrow. Like I said, we're doing a trivia, we're doing some giveaways, so come on by, and just it's all a family, and I'm really, really enjoying this. And we consider, we also have a Facebook page called Ocean Travel Crew. Everyone ought to come over and join that also. But we consider our whole YouTube community as a family, and everyone is part of our travel crew. And that's how we feel about everyone. Everyone's just our brothers and sisters. So really enjoy it.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate you coming on. Billy, any parting shots for Mr. Bruce?
No, I think it's good. You started live shows, so that's awesome. I just ended my live show, but keep it up, definitely. And if you can talk her into joining you, definitely that will help with your views, and pretty awesome. So,
thank you.
All right, appreciate you, and I'm gonna kick you. That way we can get other people in here, but I'm not kicking you out altogether. I want to see you back in the chat if you feel like it, and we appreciate you, Bruce. Check
Absolutely.
him out. I know John Bourbon thinks highly of him. So.
Yep, I caught that this morning. That was awesome.
All right, take it
He's
easy,
a great
man.
guy. I'm waiting to meet JW though.
Yeah, he'll. I think
we're
going to have another Peggy Sue and GW show at some point. Some point, they're grounded right now though.
Okay. Good deal.
All right, take it easy,
Bruce.
Right. Yeah. All right, down in the basement, getting ready to come out of the basement. Sea Leg Journeys, the better half of the Sea Leg crew.
The other half's in the potty.
Oh boy, hey, how you doing, Amber? How you doing, Robin?
We're doing really good, thank you. Hi, Captain.
Ahoy there.
So you have a lot of people in your chat that we don't know. We haven't met yet. So
here he is.
There he is. Hey, did everything come out all right, big dog?
Came out a little bit anyway.
Did you bring your squeaky toy in there with you?
No. Yeah, I did. All right, we got Captain Billy, we got Josh. Woo-hoo!
Oh yeah, man. So if you don't know these wonderful individuals, this is Sea Leg Journeys. They have a great morning show. They don't just have morning shows; they have evening stuff, and but they do a great job. They're fun, original, authentic people, and I really appreciate them. But anyway, as normal, we just a little bit about yourselves, where you're from, what you do, how old's your channel?
It's all you, girl.
We're from Florida. We live in Florida. We live in Central Florida. We live south of Orlando, but north of Okeechobee and smack in the middle of the state. We started our channel in January.
Mm-hmm.
We have grown at a great rate. We've grown at a rate that we're very pleased with. We are sitting on 700.
We're dangerously close to 800. Dangerously close to 800 subscribers. Yeah. But we're having a good time with these shows. Let me tell you what, we do our live shows in the morning. We do our game shows. We do our video vlogs we put out there. We just put one out here tonight, and we have a great time doing it. We want to share the excitement and the love and the fantasticness of cruising with everybody.
So that was a little bit of excitement there.
Yeah, how about that?
And we are like all, other YouTube creators. We've tested the waters to see what works for us and what doesn't work for us. And so we've changed up our platform a little bit. We are only doing our Monday show on Monday through Friday from 8 to 8:30. And our game night, even though it's a big hit, we're doing it once a month on the first Saturday night of the month at 6:30, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. And the only reason we're changing it up is because Chet's retired. I still work a full-time job. YouTube is a full-time job.
The holidays coming up and everything too,
And I don't want to get to the point to where I have burnout. So we're making changes now. And our vlogs come out every Monday at 6:30 and every Wednesday at 6:30. And we're part of the Raid Parade on Fridays. So our plate has been pretty full. And so we're reeling it back just a teeny tiny little bit.
Yeah.
It's good to reel it back sometimes. And, it's good that Chet came in here with the flowing locks and the biceps. So,
Woo!
So I'm gonna tell you, when you're looking at your algorithm, of how of the people, the demographics that's watching your channel.
All three of the people who watch us.
Oh, you got more than that.
Our demographics say that 80% of the people that watch our videos are women between the ages of 40 and 60 that do not subscribe to our channel. So I told him, I said, you got to start letting down those long locks, start showing off that Viking look, and get these women to subscribe.
I don't think that's what it's really all about, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
So yeah, they're if you don't know, they have a great morning show. Set your notification. We start our morning normally with Chet and Robin. I have no idea why Amber came out a second ago, but with Chet and Robin, and then they are followed by another person that's down in the basement, CME, another channel, and they're great. It's a great way to start your morning. So they do a lot of fun things, not just cruising. And Billy, does the captain give the old salute to these guys here?
The salute and the thumbs up, because I do love their morning shows. I don't always catch it because I'm at work or just starting work. But when I do get the chance, I do join you guys, and it's always a fun time. You definitely get our morning started, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, our morning started this morning with an odd guy. His name is John Bourbon, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
7 o'clock.
I'm always watching to see if we're on his show. Is he going to feature us today? Is he going to feature us? No, he didn't feature us today.
Well, we got
Maybe tomorrow.
we got to get to that 800. When we get to that 800, we'll make the John Bourbon show. Keep telling her.
So John came to us and he said, guys, you're putting so many people on me, and I'm having such a hard time getting it out. He's like, you got to slim this thing down. So for John's sake, we've tried to keep it under 10 minutes. And it's difficult because John has such a big heart for everybody that he wants to include everyone. But John's voice and his energy cannot handle that amount of people. So, yeah, that's why I always say, if you didn't make it this week, come back next week.
We'll get that 800.
That's right.
And then we'll be ready.
And listening to John's voice just makes me swoon.
Oh, yeah. I have to calm her down.
Yeah.
Pretty sure John Bourbon's married.
Every time I go back into the studio after John's been in there, it reeks of rich mahogany and leather-bound books.
I thought you were going to say Old English.
No, it's more like high karate.
High karate.
All right. Hey, guys. So you did a great job selling your channel already, but one thing you can do is you can take us out with your jingle before we kick you out of the studio.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, you ready?
Rise and shine. Hope you had a laugh this morning. Sea Leg Journey Cruise.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Hey, we appreciate you guys. Go over, like, and subscribe. Watch them in the mornings. It's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have
Thank
a
you
good
for
one.
having us. Woo-hoo.
All right.
Well, said I was going to kick you. There we go. All right. Next, down in the basement, we have some OG Moonlight Mafia folks. J&S Adventures, Jeremy and Cheryl. They have been hanging tough with us since day one, when it was, me and Chas sitting up there recording off of our iPhone, probably in the wrong format, bad audio, you name it.
I remember the dad jokes.
Yeah,
that's what hooked me, was the dad jokes.
Yeah. The dad jokes got a lot of people to begin with, and I need to bring that back, but we've been. No, Billy says no.
I want to. Gunnar Wayne would have some killer dad jokes.
He has put a few out on TikTok, but I haven't allowed him the access to shorts yet on YouTube.
Okay.
And as I said before, Chastity and I, we grounded Gunnar Wayne and Peggy Sue because of their antics while we were going on our last cruise. I mean, Gunnar tried to cook my son's turtle. Tried to catch the fish in the aquarium. Yeah. He scared Gurley. Gurley wouldn't come out from under the bed. I mean, it's just all kinds of bad going on there.
Bad situation.
So, hey guys, tell us a little bit about both your channels. So that you get two for the price of one when you get Jeremy and Cheryl, because Jeremy kind of runs the J&S Adventures side, and Cheryl runs Cruising is Fun Anytime. Mm-hmm. Both of these wonderful people are also travel agents, by the way. But one at a time, let us know, where you're from, what your channel's about.
Well, I'm from Louisiana, but we live in Galveston. She's from Dallas, and together we make J&S Adventures. We started that on Juneteenth of last year, so June 19th.
Yeah. And
we have grown at a rapid pace, just by being ourselves, and taking you where we go, and there's nothing more satisfying than to actually have people respond to just us living our lives.
Yeah.
Right. And Cruising is Fun Anytime started as a Facebook page before a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody had it, on Facebook, so I took it. And now I'm branching out for women and affirmations and single cruisers, and it's a women's thing, preparing for cruising and all of that. Sea eats,
Mm-hmm.
It's more like that, and like Paul Vines, he posts recipes. So now I make those recipes that he posts,
Mm-hmm.
and I get my family to say if it's good or not, if I messed up. So it's getting there, and I thank everybody for my subscribers, because
I know a lot of them in the chat are subscribed to us. We definitely want to say thank you.
Yeah,
from the bottom of our hearts. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
this is a super community. I mean, this
is the best community. Do you know?
Yes.
I'm telling you, this is the best community. I don't know if it was like we were supposed to meet each other like this, but everybody that's in this little clique, I'll say, are good people.
Yep.
And they look out for each other in some kind of way. And it's a close knit.
Yep.
You know, like this man, Kenneth Oakes,
Mhm.
his dog died. I felt his pain.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and
That's just terrible.
yeah, I felt his pain.
Yeah.
This other lady was saying about somebody getting radiation now.
Mhm.
I've been through that, so I felt their, you know, what they were going through.
Yeah.
This is a really good
Community.
community.
Yeah.
You know,
There is.
I wouldn't have it in. I wouldn't put anybody else in this group, you know, that we're in, because the people that are in it, you know, they're good. Felicia with SCT,
Yeah.
Annette, Antoinette,
Antoine.
Robin, who just got,
You guys.
yeah, I'm telling you.
Especially the captain. What's up,
Yeah.
Cap?
Don't do that to him. Do not make him think he's awesome.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty awesome.
He gets so much respect, and everybody knows him. When I'm in a chat and I'm on some, you know, looking
Somebody's live. It's always Cap.
they stop and give him his due.
That's right.
You know,
He's the captain.
Yeah, he gets all of that.
Yeah.
But, and I like Moonlight Adventures. I like everybody.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of why we wanted to do this. And we went on Positive Vibes Adventures, and they teamed with Guga and Rob, and they had kind of the same kind of thing. And they were doing a cruise creator spotlight.
Right.
And of course, you know, they have a different group of followers than we do, and so on and so forth. And the people that we've been involved with, like, you know, Danny Griswold's in the chat, and he has a different kind of channel. They cruise, but they're not primarily cruising.
Right.
Paul has a different kind of channel. Barry Breen, you know, and we've got guys like, you know, the Sand Van, who's in Australia, and they're van life people. We have RV people, and it's like, if we could do something for the community that we're around, call it a creator. That's why we call it the creator showcase, and we don't pull it into one, because we want everybody that we've met that's been so awesome to have the opportunity to share themselves, because I mean, we've got blessings from all these different groups, you know.
Yes.
And it's been, you know, like tomorrow when I meet up with House of X, that's a different, that relationship is crazy how that blossomed, because you look at it and it's like, we would have, if it weren't for YouTube, I don't know that we ever would have been friends.
Okay. That is
so
true.
Yeah, it's amazing, you know, and it's a great relationship, and you know, Captain Billy J, I still don't like him, but
I don't like myself either sometimes.
And then the spin-offs that have happened, you know, so the World Wrestling Vlog and the things, you know, and it's a form of therapy, and it's a form of fellowship, and it's just great.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a form of fellowship. You're right.
Yeah. So give us the reasons why, if you had to pitch me on why I should come and subscribe to your channels, what is it?
Well, first of all, you would be able to be notified whenever we drop videos, go live, or etc., as well as get to know us, you know, because whenever you catch the videos as they come in, I'm a visual storyteller. I'm not just a vlogger or a creator or a travel agent. I'm a visual storyteller, and I like for people to see what they're going to encounter whenever they go to a certain place. So I focus on the place as opposed to my opinion of the place.
Yeah.
You know, that's why my vlogs are styled the way that they are, is you have to tell a story, you know, in order for it to be successful. That's what I believe.
And my channel, like I said, is for like women, you know, kids, traveling with kids. It takes a village, I tell you. So, you know, I'm on that end, you know, traveling with kids, women that are going through stuff, you know, all kinds of, you know, just mess.
Yeah.
And giving women, single women, moms that are single, affirmations, you know, daily affirmations, because I think that is important right now for women to be strong, because in the news, women are going through, they're making the wrong man, and the children are getting all messed up, So for me, it's all about empowering women to make the right choices in life,
And that they have a voice. You have a voice,
You
and
have a voice.
like one of the things that I think is important for me and Chastity, and I'm sure I can tell by y'all's relationship, it's very much the same, is to show that, when you're in a relationship, you are different, but you're one, and you each have voices, and they're each powerful, and one empowers the other, not one holding the other one back. And
Right.
that's good. That's good to see, because Pastor once told me that a relationship is like a triangle, and everything in between this triangle is all the bad things that pull you down. But up here is either God or that goal or whatever it is you're looking toward. But when both of you are looking to this pinnacle, you can get over all this stuff in between.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It is.
Yeah. And, I feel that. I feel like you guys kind of, the best testimony you can ever give anyone in anything you do in your life is to just live your life and live it fully and be salt and be positive. So
yes,
and I appreciate that. And that's we've always seemed to pull those kind of people in, and we've always been attracted to those kind of folks, with the exception of Billy.
You always gotta make exceptions.
Billy's awesome. Billy is awesome. he knows that if I'm not picking at you, I probably don't like you. So, but yeah. So, I really appreciate it, and I'm.
Oh yeah, wait a minute.
Oh, look here.
This is from the Port of Galveston. We just left an open house at Terminal 2. They're doing a whole lot of good stuff. I just now dropped a vlog if it's finishing uploading. Cool. And we wanted to show Chet and Robin that we now have a squeaky toy.
Yeah, I noticed.
But it's not as loud as his though.
I noticed in one of your shorts that it looked like Royal Caribbean was putting something new. Is that where you guys went and looked, or just the whole port?
No, it's the old port Terminal 2. They just changed it for Galveston.
For Carnival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
They just had a couple of tables set up. It was an open house, and the engineer, the chief of police for the port, and a couple of more departments were there showing what the future plans are and what they've done so far.
That is awesome. It's really cool. You've kind of gave me a couple of ideas, and I've talked to Chastity about this. We haven't done it yet, but there's the app that you can get on where you can see where the ships are going to. I don't know what the name of that app is, but we've got the Port of Norfolk, and there's some unique ships that come into the Port of Norfolk, because Norfolk is a port of call for some of the European ships. Mm-hmm. So we get some really different types of ships from some different, like P&O and stuff like that comes in that you don't always get to see from an American standpoint.
Norfolk is where I was stationed at.
Bless your heart.
Yep.
You understand?
I know it well.
Yeah, that's our home port, but it's a terrible cruise port, in my opinion.
Yeah, the parking situation has to be improved.
I love that area of Virginia, but I do not love that cruise port, and I do not love many areas of Norfolk. I won't say the entire place, but it's not my favorite place in the world. All right.
Alrighty, guys.
Well, I'm sorry.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for having us in.
Thanks for coming on. Please, again, go like and subscribe. Hit that alert bell so you don't miss out on anything, because these folks, they put out some good content. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you around the tube.
All right.
Good to see you. All right. I think this is the guy that was making all the noise, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to leave you, Billy, he's yours.
Who's this guy? Why is he here?
What kind of shirt you got on, Kurt? Let's see that.
That's a Hard Rock from down in Riviera Maya.
I heard when you were a male dancer, that was your nickname. Was Hard Rock.
Hard Rock. Back in the day, you know, back in the day, you know, anything, probably 30s, you know. Oh, I'll join you. What are you having?
This is as hard as I go during the week.
Okay. Well,
And this is probably not great for the old liver situation, but it's better than alcohol.
I drank about I drank a beer.
I drank a beer. Then I drank another beer.
Mhm. Yeah.
So where's the leader of the team?
She is on a Zoom meeting right now.
Oh boy, that sounds like a ton of fun.
Well, needless to say, as you can see, this is I'll show you. The only thing I will show you, there's a little symbol. I'm in the bedroom, and yeah.
Uh-oh, wrong chat.
Do you have pants on?
Do we what?
Do you have your pants on?
I refuse to answer that.
Okay.
Are you Donald Ducking over there?
Huh?
Are you Donald Ducking it over there?
Donald Ducking it. I hadn't heard that yet. That's pretty good there. Doing good. Billy, what you up to? Where are you going to next, Billy? I want to ask him that real quick. Where are you going to next?
Where am I going to next?
Yeah,
nowhere fast. I'm looking at a couple cruises. I'll probably book here soon. I was gonna do Norwegian, but I got kind of turned off by them when I was looking at cruises and booking.
Yeah,
I didn't like the way they were running, so I might jump back on Carnival. And I also have a Royal Caribbean offer I got to book, so I'll probably jump back on a Royal ship.
We announced this morning that we were doing an MSC. We had been telling everyone, and I'd really been thinking it over. And a few days ago, we pulled the trigger on an MSC Meraviglia, which we've been on that ship, but it's so good priced to do a 3-nighter out of Port Canaveral. We booked it, but as of today, we're going to check on some things about changing that. We don't know. Something come up Marshall-wise, work-wise, and we as right now we're keeping it, but that could change. Sure could.
So if the people don't know, we talked about the morning time activities.
Mm-hmm.
So Kurt and Marcia see me travel.
Yeah.
In the mornings, and they did their 1-year anniversary the other day. And we got to see Kurt play with his balls.
Yes. If to sell you a little, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Josh.
No, that was it. There was a period at the end of that.
I want to become, and I don't know. It's going to be a hick, the country boy version, but I want to be, Regis and Kathy Lee like.
Yeah,
that's my goal. I'm dead serious. That's my goal, is to be because we have the time. She takes that time and doesn't, hurt her. Some days she's made it for the most part. Marcia can, and I can do it. And it's Monday through Saturday, 8:30 a.m. We will do it till we get burnt out. But anyway, and continue. I'll be honest with you. This morning thing has put a damper on me putting out vlogs. We just were on the Carnival Freedom, and everybody. Greg had one out before he got home. Mr. Tech guy, he's my tech guy, and he had one out. He can throw them out there, and of course, Sea Leg Journeys, they're very good at putting it together. You got Marcia. I think we've explained this on one. I use a Mac, I use an iPhone, and I wanted something that I can work with. So that's why I wanted iMovie. I like it. I like working with it. Marcia don't know nothing about a Mac, so she had to explain to me a lot, still explaining to me things. And but everything seems, I had to figure out how to paste your link in here because it won't use what is it that
Control C, Control V.
Well, iMovie is not iMovie. iPhones to get to the internet.
Yeah.
I had to use Google Chrome
to get to the interwebs.
Go ahead.
To get to the interwebs.
Yeah, to get to the internet. And I was like, okay, I know I put this on here. It kept wanting me to download it again. Anyway, needless to say, I'm not tech savvy, but we're learning. I'm learning. we don't really have a format greatly yet. I mean, a lot of people chime in the morning wise that we're talking about the Good Morning Show. You know, we talk about the weather. We talk about what you see is us. I'll be honest. It's a sometimes.
But I think that's perfect, Kurt. I mean, what do you the morning shows you watch on the television? I mean, they may have some sort of a loose format, but it's generally it's talking and getting people woke up and getting their day started.
Yeah,
That's
and then and I don't want to. Carnival is the heart of it. It really is, and we love it. We came over from. I had wanted to do this years ago, YouTube, before I'd ever got into any of it. I had wanted to at least film it and do something like it. I just didn't understand how to get that, and I didn't do none of this during 2020. We traveled a lot after when COVID hit. That we were gone that July the 31st. We left and went to Mexico during all this. We were down there for over a week, and then turned around in 21. We went back to Mexico. We went on a cruise, and so we were traveling. And I was filming just like as if I was doing a show. I still have enough footage from all the way back in 2016, 17, and 18 vacations. I just haven't got to them yet. I'd like to put it out, a little bit of stuff every now and then. But, I'm enjoying the show. Marsha seems to be enjoying it. I enjoy everyone that pops in. I'll be honest, I am shocked every time. I get excited. Ego for Mr. Captain there, but he comes on. I like it. If you pop on, you were all the way out in Alaska, but yet you still made time, and I'm amazed. I really am. I truly am amazed.
Double A-Ron makes a very good point. What you see as us is a good formula, and it is. I mean, if you are not authentic, people are going to know.
Yeah,
I keep hearing that. You're going to know it's a show.
Yeah, I really do hear that, and and like I said, we're on Monday through Saturday, and we got vlogs coming out. Matter of fact, I was working up until Marsha. I didn't know she was even coming home. I was like, oh, I need to get off. And I do it at the main table where we do everything from. And we gradually would like to get it to a bedroom or something like that to where set up a studio like most of y'all have. And, I'd like to get to that sometime. But I don't tout this. You'll hardly ever hear me tout much, but we just surpassed 3,500 watching hours.
Awesome.
That's pretty good. And when you do a morning show, you're going to get them like that. Also, we're over 530 subscribers. We've been at it a year and a few days, and I'm like I told on that anniversary show. December the 25th, we had 50 subscribers. Wow. I remember that very well. December the 25th is what it was. And I was amazed. That's when we got our 50th. And when we got our 100th, it was just after being on A Journey with the Gingers. So, those are feats that you remember. That's really cool, exciting. Going to be tomorrow. I think you're going to be with us, ain't you, tomorrow night on Journey with the Gingers, Josh?
Me? It's going to depend. So I'm meeting up with House of X tomorrow night to eat dinner with them because I'm here in New York, in the Bronx.
Okay.
So I'm going to try my best to watch and be on with the Gingers. Also watch and be on with Bruce. I just don't know how everything's going to play out yet. I know I'm supposed to go live in person with House of X as well. So
okay. I'm hoping, and then Josh, I'm hoping
anybody except them right now.
I'm hoping me and you can meet up. I figured it out, the middle point's in the woods, but me and Marsha talked about coming further out that way to you. It's a little easier for you. You're a busier man. We have a little more time that we can adjust things to make our way.
If you come and you drink too much well water, we do have a spare room. So come on a Saturday.
We can talk about that on here. My mama don't watch this show.
But hey, man, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
They're all having me. Have a great show. They're good people. I can't wait to meet Kurt and Marsha in
absolutely
in person. And collect my mullet shorts that she's getting me. I'm
She-
pretty
she-
fired up about
We're
the mullet.
working on all them right there. She's got to get more sizes. Yeah. Guys, I really appreciate y'all. I really do. This is cool. Sorry I had put you off a couple of times, Josh. It didn't work out timing. But this is a great thing you're doing. Both of y'all really enjoy it. Really do.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, we're kicking you out, buddy. But
All right, bud. Bye,
we're
guys.
not kicking you out of our hearts. We're just kicking you out of the
See you in
studio.
the morning.
I'll see you, buddy. All right, next in the basement. This guy may have been louder than Kurt. He probably was. Yo, 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 yo. Eddie Lugo, his kitty cat is in the house.
That's right. Yo, yo, yo. Brooklyn, baby. Brooklyn in the house. Yo, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm up in your neck of the woods, man.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in Jersey.
Guess what I had yesterday when I was with Brian? I had pork roll, egg and cheese, and disco fries. And it was good. It was good.
Some coffee or what? What you had to
I
drink?
didn't have
No
any
water?
coffee. I had water. I had water.
Not the water.
I had water. But man, I was impressed with the amount of coffee that Brian could put away. That dude.
Oh, yeah?
But I mean, well, I'm not going to say what he does for a living on here because I think he keeps that private. But yes, he drinks a lot of coffee.
I give you some nice competition.
I have a couple cups in the morning, and then I go to this kind of stuff in the afternoon.
Oh no. That's no.
It's not good for you. I know it's not good.
I'll become another JB. No.
Yeah, I think he drinks.
Oh.
A lot. So hey, man, I just saw your first video. That was cool. Gave me the hometown feels, like I was back home in Georgia again with the parade and everything. That was cool. Sorry that I missed the premiere. I was in a meeting, but I did catch the replay. So tell us a little bit about you, when you started, and what your goals are.
Well, I started back in January this year because of a dare. One of my grandnieces here says to me, well, you're retired now, and what are you going to do? So I've been back and forth, driving back to New York, coming back down, because at the time my wife was still living in Brooklyn. So I had no idea how to move on and keep going. And I'm becoming very comfortable with the life down here now in Georgia. So she says to me, well, you do some drawing. Let's do this stuff. Let me have your phone. And she started recording me. I see her playing with it and doing some things. I'm like, okay, there goes the phone. So when she got done, she gets me back the phone and says, you have a YouTube channel now. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? So I have to learn, how to do all that stuff on the phone. Good thing that she picked a nice editing software that I was able to pick up quick. And then started doing videos around the house, more drawings, more driving in the town, driving around Atlanta and stuff like that. And I started, filming all that stuff. So let me go ahead and put it in the channel and push it. And somehow start moving up. People start coming in. I start hearing comments. I started getting invited to lives and meeting more creators. And I mean, I've been getting a lot of support and a lot of blessings, man. Yeah. And somehow it's getting there. And now I'm happy. It's keeping me busy, mentally wise. And I'm kind of handicapped in ways from the waist down. So I have to keep myself busy, and this gets me pumping, gets this thing up here, working on things. Yeah. And my wife's been helping me lately. She's getting more involved with me. I reach out to people. People reach to me. So I mean, I feel like the brand that I'm putting out, it's getting a knowledge. And also, I started with the drawing and showing kids and adults to have something else to do, in their free time. Stay away from computers and from the internet, stuff like that, and do something, within the family, to get more involved within the family. And somehow it's it's now I'm doing, travels, and we go to restaurants. I do some food reviews, stuff like that. The main thing that I want to get into is the cruising world, but at the same time, I want to have my own stuff with the drawing also. So I mean, so far I can't complain. It's been good.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is a year that I've been. I ended up in hospital last year, and things didn't go well. On October 27 last year. So somehow I feel like I've been blessed to stay here longer. So now I want to, every minute that I have, I want to be doing something that I could share with other people and help somebody else. And someone needs to reach to me and needs help and knowledge on something. Hey, I'm there with you. All right. So
Yeah, and I can vouch for that. I mean, Eddie, he's thrown ideas my way. He's awesome. He's full of ideas, great artist.
Thank you.
And fantastic supporter. If Eddie latches onto you, he's latched. He's not going anywhere, and that's right. That's a good thing. So
yes.
Hey, so if any one of these channels has not subscribed to you, give them 30 seconds of why they should subscribe to Eddie Lugo Studios.
My man, come in. Let's have some fun, Let's have a good time. I'll share ideas with you. You share ideas with me. This is what you get. There's no going around it. Sometimes I don't have a filter. Sometimes I do. I try to do my best, but I try to entertain you as much as possible. And I might do something that you might end up liking and learning. So, and at the same time, you got ideas, give me a comment. Let me know what you want to get involved with. I'm there to help out. I'm there to give you a heads up.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. We appreciate you, Billy. Yep. I know. I mean, you've seen him in your stuff, and I mean, he just he came in, and it's just like he's been part of the family the whole time. Because
yes, I agree, definitely.
I am very blessed, man. I've been taken into this family, and I mean, this community is freaking great. I should have been doing this a year ago more,
Yeah, very supportive.
Yes.
Very supportive group and people of
I don't even watch TV anymore.
Colors
and this,
all over the world. I mean, it's been amazing. Like,
yeah,
people. We've got. There's a couple of creators in India, and you never know. Like especially when you get someone that's really from India or Pakistan, is it a bot or is it? So these people came in and they started watching all our stuff, and then they started communicating with us. We liked and subscribed to them, and if it's during their hours, they'll usually come into our premieres and stuff. And it's just amazing to me that we can connect like that from so far away with people that are so different than us. Yep. But they're not that different than us. That's the point.
Yep. We all human. We all the same.
That's right.
We just look different, but that's it.
Yeah.
Inside we're all the same.
Look a whole lot different, but
no.
Some look better than others.
We can't all look as good as in his costume that he had on the other night. But all right, hey Eddie, we appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
We're glad we could have you in the house. Yo.
Brooklyn, baby.
All right, man. We're gonna kick you out, but we're not kicking you all the way out.
Don't give me too hard, please.
Yeah. No, not too hard. Just out of the studio, but you're welcome to hang around, and we hope you do. So, thank you.
Enjoy Jersey while you're there, right?
What's that?
Enjoy Jersey while you're there, and tomorrow.
Yeah,
New York City.
I'm gonna cross the river. I'm crossing the river tomorrow. Going
to get some bagels too.
I've never been in that borough, so it's a new borough for me over there. So, all right, good to see you, man. Take it easy.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, man. Bye. All right, our next individual that is down in our basement. He's got a new channel. He just hit a new milestone. The Z Show Cruise Fun. What is that? Oh, you got that fireball, huh?
Eddie is awesome, man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
I talked to him on chat. I mean, that guy has full of energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. What are y'all doing?
Hang it out.
I talked to I forget his name. I'm sorry. No, I talked to Josh last night. We had a bet that Derek is still not packed yet.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be on his way. So
Yeah, he should be because Brian was on. So How We Cruise were on their way down as well, and they're there, and they're on the same ship that Derek's on. So I'm sure he's there already. And I've been talking a little bit back and forth with Brian. They were going to try their best to come on, but they're getting on the ship right now. They're going to
oh,
try to.
the ship doesn't be there till tomorrow.
Yeah,
They're
that's
just going down there now.
that's right. Yeah, they're down there in the hotel. That's right.
Yeah, and they're supposed to do it live, but I don't know if they will. What's up, Captain?
What's up?
So hey Z, tell us a little bit about you and your channel, man.
Well, I am a 56-year-old single guy, retired like Eddie. I have my other channel, which is the Z Show. I talk on that channel. I talk about everything. Yeah, I mean everything. And then, I talked to Derek and said, "Derek, should I do a cruise channel since I've been on 5-0?" He said, "Yeah, go ahead and do it. Just go on." So that's what I did in July. This is my full-time job now. And Josh, you probably see me on every other channel in the universe, just talking, just get to know people.
Yeah.
And basically, my channel is for people that are a little bit younger than me, but it's basically for people from 30 and up. And as far as solo cruisers, because I know a lot of creators are married and stuff like that. So basically, I talk about solo cruising and how much it is and all that good stuff. And my goal is by the end of the year to get 500 subscribers.
That's awesome.
So, it's good. But other than that, yeah, it's awesome. And also, you in my bottle. You know what? They should sponsor me on this. Fireball.
Yeah, they should, because every time I see you, you're toting that Fireball bottle.
Well, I only did that one last night, and Kathy, you should have been there. It was great. 2 hours. It was me, David, Josh, and Coach Cruz. And we're just talking for about 2 hours, just talking about cruising, relationships, family, and stuff like that. But I thought y'all are married, so I'm still single. I'm still having fun. It's probably hard for y'all to go on the cruise. You might have kids too. I don't know. But y'all have any questions for me?
Yeah. So, how many subscribers do you have right now, Z? I know you hit your 100 a couple weeks ago.
I am on 107 right now.
107.
Yeah, and I was jumping up and down, yelling and screaming when I get 100.
Yep.
And because I started in July 5th of this year.
Yeah.
And I got over 8,000 views on the channel. And basically, I talk about cruise news that a lot of people won't talk about, but I talk about it because, as far as for a solo person that goes by itself, I talk about the discounts y'all get. I mean, I get discounts because I'm over the age of 55 on Carnival. They get discounts for that. I also live in Texas. I get a discount for that. And, it's fun. I love cruising.
Yeah, we all do.
I love cruising so much. And Icon of Seas.
Yeah.
Monday, I'm going to book it.
When is your next cruise?
Hopefully next March.
Next March.
On the Carnival Vista with Derek and Amanda. Because of their spring break, and me and Derek would tear it up. we would tear the house down, man. But other than that, I just like doing it. Talk about people, talk about cruising. Because you never know who you could meet.
No.
As far as the solo cruisers, I've met a lot of people over the years.
Yeah.
The famous person I met on a cruise was, have you ever watched the TV show Survivor?
Yeah.
Yep.
I met Keith the firefighter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he is great. He's awesome. He's from Louisiana. He's a retired firefighter. And we're friends to this day. This was I think I met him on the Navigator of the Seas 2015, I think. And he's just a regular dude. I mean, I think, wow. I thought, that's one of the big stars I met. I've met a lot of people, but
I think you're the biggest star I've ever met.
The biggest star I ever met.
Yeah, you're the
Wow.
biggest star I've ever met.
Oh, I. I used to work at a comedy club, so I met Warren White.
Oh wow,
I
that's
met
awesome.
Jeff Foxworthy, J.J. Walker from Good Times, and then Dustin Diamond.
That's awesome.
Screech from
Screech.
Annabelle when he passed away.
Yeah.
Now that guy is crazy.
Yeah.
He is crazy. So we stay out overnight after the show. We didn't leave till about 6 in the morning. We're just talking about stuff. He's not because he was a star back in the 90s. I mean, he
Oh
was
yeah.
right? And basically, his downfall was alcohol and drugs.
Yeah.
That was his
Yep.
downfall.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I
Well, hey,
like crazy, man. It's fun. I can't wait to go. So
Yeah.
a question for both of y'all. What kind of software do you use, Captain, for your back screen?
Just as StreamYard. I have a green screen, so I have green screen, and then I just use through StreamYard. You can put whatever image you want out there, so that's what I use.
So how much is it?
Well, green screen you can buy on Amazon or eBay, whatever. You can get
I mean
cheap ones, or you can get
just the not the free service, but the regular price for the StreamYard.
for the StreamYard. Well, you can do it for free if you want. You
Yeah.
can start out free, but then if you want to get some more access to different features, then it costs a little bit more. It's like I think it's $240 for the year,
Well,
which
so I can do it
is
like
for
a
the
month.
year. So I mean, divide that out by 12 months, and it's still pretty affordable.
So what did you do when you got your first 1,000 subscribers? I mean, did you just go crazy?
Well, I haven't quite hit 1,000 subscribers yet. I've hit 100.
Oh, hey, I
I've
didn't
hit
know.
500. I got excited when I hit 500.
Yeah.
Because then at that time you would get access to the community tab, but now people have access to the community tab now that have less subscribers. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if you have the community tab yet, but definitely use that. Then you
Yeah.
can promote your channel out to other people.
I have that one on my other channel. My other channel is 430 subscribers, and I basically do stuff every day, talk about everything.
All right, Z. Well, hey man, we appreciate you coming on. Go over there and help Z out. Help him get to that 500 subscriber milestone that he wants to hit by the end of the year. We appreciate you, buddy, and we'll see you around the tube.
All right, I'll be watching, man.
All right,
That
we'll
was
see
a
you,
good
man.
conversation, man.
All righty, thank you. All right, next in the stream, we have Everyday Life with Ron and Rose. So they are new to the channel. Okay, you guys came over from House of X, and we appreciate that. Those are some good people over there, and if they vouch for you, then we know y'all are good people too. And man, thank you so much for being here. And if you would, please just tell us a little bit about yourselves. Oh, you're on mute, I think.
I hear you.
Uh-oh.
Still can't hear you. Still can't hear you. No, I can't hear Josh.
Now you can hear me. All right, guys, I'm going to kick y'all out of the studio and then just come back in. We'll see if that picks you back up. Hey, you'll be all right. We'll get you. All right. While they're adjusting, we're going to get See the World up here. Welcome in, guys. They're new to the channel. Y'all subscribed, I think, maybe a week, 2 weeks ago or so. I've seen y'all on the morning shows sometimes. It's good to put a face with a name. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, we're doing all right. Doing all right. Just trying to do this busy job of vlogging, and it's trying to work and vlog, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Working vlogs with working.
Yeah.
I know. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, we're pretty much we always travel. We're wrestling fans, so we got a lot of wrestling shows that we always
Yeah,
yeah
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Dynamite's coming on tonight, man.
We like cruises.
yeah, we like cruises. We just we just started cruising
A year ago.
a year ago. We wanted to start, but then the pandemic hit. So we
took a road trip.
We took a road trip and went to Tennessee.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so instead of cruising, we went to Tennessee. Then we let all the COVID stuff die down. Then we jumped on the Magic, what it was last year, and we just been pretty much hooked ever since. And
so what's
recording? Say what now?
What's
yeah, the Carnival Magic, yeah.
Out of which port?
Port Canaveral. Because we stay in Orlando, so
yeah, all right.
You know, I'm like, I'm not gonna drive past a port when I'm like 45 minutes away. I mean, I can just deal with Port Canaveral. I mean, I either can go to Tampa or Miami, but Port Canaveral is a lot closer.
Carnival Magic is a great ship.
Oh yeah, I love
the
Magic.
Magic.
Great staff.
It's the perfect size. Perfect size.
It is, and I think that's what really got us, because we went on the Magic, then we went on the Elasian, and then we just got off the Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh man, we did it. We did it right, because I can only imagine going on the Mardi Gras first and then getting on those small ships. It would kind of been like, oh man.
And the Mardi Gras.
Oh, look, I see. One of these days, I'm gonna get the courage to get up there and try and win one of those trophies or do something. I just ain't got the courage yet. I'm mostly behind the camera, and I let my wife do all the starring in the screen shots and everything. So
yeah, we
so she's basically
oh, go ahead. Uh-oh, they froze up.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh, coming back, maybe.
Oh, are we good?
I think.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
They're back, I think.
Yeah, I think you're back now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe not.
Or not.
So while they're coming back, I was just going to say that I mean, the Mardi Gras, that's one of mine and Chastity's. That's a bucket list for us. We definitely want to hit the Mardi Gras. So, I mean, what was y'all's opinion of the Mardi Gras, other than like, man, this ship is big?
I mean, it's actually it's a lot to do. You're going to have to get on it twice. That's why we're going back in January, because
that's what we're hearing.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's beautiful. I liked it. It's fun. There's plenty of eating options. We still have a few reviews to come with some of the restaurants we're working on editing to put it up, but it is gorgeous.
I want to go on that ship just so I can eat some Shaq's Big Chicken.
Yeah.
Everybody. I mean, I got my reserves about that. You know,
it looks good. It looks good though.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Now, if you want good, you got to do the red beans and rice from Emerald.
Oh,
now that red beans and rice,
yeah,
I was blown away.
I love rice.
Blown away.
You know, they say they're good for your heart. The more you eat.
Well, I need to try more of that then.
So, tell us a little bit about your channel and why we should subscribe, why we should come watch you guys.
It's an everyday couple. We like to travel. We do trips. You'll get a little bit of everything. We're still working on our format. We haven't figured out like what we're basing it on, but right now it's just traveling. You'll get some cruises, some road trip, wrestling, of course. Just family fun time. And we're people persons, so you know. And I want to say thanks to Sea Lake Journey, because they've been very helpful to me starting this journey and getting me started and going. So I appreciate all the help. Eddie's been very helpful. I've been following you guys as well, so it's given me the courage. I haven't done a live. That's something we're working on doing. We don't know what we're going to talk about. Maybe random stuff.
Yeah, we just got to get the timing right, because we both work, so it's kind of like, okay, we got to pull out some time to do these videos and try and do everything else. So
and we're very detailed, and we try to be honest with our opinions, and we have like all kind of footage. So we try to show the ship, or wherever we go, we try to show what you will see and what what you're gonna get if you go.
Yeah, that's awesome, and that's the main thing too, and Billy will tell you just as well as we've said a few times already that being authentic is key, and one of the things that's good to showcase, for folks like y'all is like, hey, we work, we put in hours, but we can get out and we can cruise, and this is how we do it, and there's nothing better than showing real life and how you do things to encourage other people, and don't be afraid to be vulnerable,
right.
show how you do things in your life, so like we talk about sometimes how my wife and I, we Instacart, and we've got a 5-year goal for getting debt free, and so we're not going to put any of our money that we make on a daily basis in our careers toward anything extra. So if we want to go cruising, we got to get out here and hustle and do Instacart. That's our
right.
fun
money. That's right. That's right.
So, but that's the real side of what we're doing, because we're just like y'all. We're just real folks, and
we started.
We can't make it rain out here yet. We're trying to, but we can't. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more of your content. So, where are you guys based out of? Where are you from? You already said Orlando. I'm sorry. Orlando. Yeah. That's it. So, do y'all do any Disney?
Yeah, we've done it all our life.
I mean, I'm a true Floridian, so I mean, I'm all Disney and Universal and SeaWorld out. I mean, all through school, those were like the field trips we would go on. We would always go there. So it's like, and now that's why we really want to venture out and do other things and go to other places, because we done pretty much did everything that Orlando has to offer. So
we were twice a year to Orlando, my wife and I.
Okay.
And pre-COVID, our next trip was going to be to Disneyland, because we were just straight up Disney people. We had everything reserved, and we had to get refunds on everything because the pandemic happened and California was completely shut down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So shortly thereafter, our son wanted to go on a cruise for his high school graduation, and one thing led to
I bet that was fun.
Oh yeah, we took him to the Bahamas. So, I mean, he was 18, so you know what that's all about.
That's why I said I bet that was fun.
Yeah, he had a great time. It was good for him. But prior to that, my wife and I had to test the waters, of course. So, we went on a couple of cruises, so we knew what we were getting into, and we just fell in love. There's nothing. Yeah, I mean,
it's well, because I guess they can say I'm a water baby, because my dad, he served 30 years in the Navy. So awesome. I enjoy it every time I get out there in the water. I think about him, because I was like, oh wow, this was his life.
Yeah.
Looking out at the vast ocean, and there's nothing around but sky and water.
And now we can't stay off cruise.
Yeah.
I served in the Army, and I look at it now and I'm like, man, I kind of missed the boat here, like literally.
17 days.
Yeah, we go back in 17 days on the Liberty.
Congratulations! Wow. Yeah. So Sea Leg Journeys, they said that you guys are a small channel with only 53 subs. We support them all the way. Yeah, hey, go over and like and subscribe to these folks, man. Like and subscribe to them. That's what this is all about. That way everybody can see new channels and go subscribe, because everybody sees things a different way. And it's good, because you don't know what you may be missing out on a vacation until you see it through somebody else's eyes. So, get out there and stuff, man.
That's what we kind of did for just like a year, because we were getting ready to get on. So we just kind of watched everybody's channels on what to do, what not to do, when they went here and when they went there. So we just kind of did our homework, and we was like, oh, okay. So when we got on for the first time, everybody thought we were like average cruisers, and it was our first.
Now, hey,
they were asking us questions, and I'm looking at their card, and I'm like, You a gold card and you don't know this?
Now, you may have said this already, and I probably missed it because sometimes it happens. But your name, sir?
I'm Jay.
All
Jay.
right. And your name, my lady? I'm not going to say ma'am because I don't want to offend you. What was your name?
Yep, J and A.
J and A. All right. Awesome. That way, the next time I see you in the chat, I can, hey, J and A, I got you.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Hey, we appreciate you guys. We're going to kick you out of the studio, but hope to see you back in the chat.
I know. We appreciate y'all.
Fantastic meeting you guys. If there's anything that the captain or I can help you with getting started, any questions you want to ask or anything like that, Sea Legs already helped you out, but we've got this cruising community. You have wandered and stumbled upon one of the greatest YouTube. It's not just a cruising community. The YouTube community that we have here is awesome. So go on there, subscribe to Paul S. Vines, find out who's on, and start watching those channels because all these people are awesome and they'll help you along.
Okay, appreciate it.
Thank you guys. We appreciate y'all. Have a good one. All right, here we go. Everyday life. We got them this time. It's going to work. Here we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Oh, I felt so bad. You looked so sad when I had to kick you.
I know.
It happens sometimes on StreamYard, and it even happens to us when we're running the stream. Sometimes we have to kick ourselves and come back in. And for whatever reason, it's just the goes intas and the goes outas, they get jumbled up sometimes.
Thank you. I'm so it's a pleasure and it's a privilege. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for being here. And like I said before, Watson and Leo, you know, they're like, hey, Ron and Rose wants to come on, but they want to make sure it's okay. I'm like, heck yeah, it's okay. Tell them to come on. So, you know, they vouch for you. So I know y'all are good folks. So we appreciate you guys coming on. So tell us a little bit about your channel, how many subs you have, you know, where you guys are from, what's it all about.
Well, I'm originally from Connecticut. And I ended up down here in the south end of Georgia in Brunswick with my husband.
Oh.
And we got married, about 12 years ago. And I've been cruising forever. Ever since I was like 17, 18. And my husband, he just started cruising. I turned him on to it. So we've been cruising for how long, babe?
Well, I've been cruising since 2015.
Yeah. And we love it. I've always loved it. So I kind of turned him on and he loves it. After the first cruise, he was hooked.
Captain, do you hear this voice?
Yep.
This voice that this man has on him, he might give Paul Sexy Vines a run for his money.
Who's that?
Paul as PSV Odyssey. I give him a hard time because I talk about how his voice could melt steel. But man, we need to get you guys y'all need to do a Barry White duet.
Oh, he loves to sing.
Yeah,
I love to sing. Yes,
you got some character in that voice. I can hear it.
Yes, sir. but I love the cruise and I love to talk.
Yeah.
So this was my idea, but I work a lot. So all of the videos that have been videoed, she did most of them. So
he does a cameo every now and again.
But I'm really gonna have to get on the ball and do what I do best. Talk. I love to talk, and I love people.
Yeah, our next cruise, my next cruise, I'm going out with my sisters in January because all of us were born in the winter. So we're going to do a birthday cruise in January. A little cheap one I found out of Jacksonville.
Girls only.
Yes.
Jacksonville's awesome. Well, I don't know if you've ever sailed out of Jacksonville before or not.
Yeah, we have.
Oh man, I really enjoy that. You know, you got to wait for the water to go down or the low tide to come in and then go under the bridge. And the bridge looks like it's that close to the.
I know it is scary. It's a scary thought. You're looking. It's sort of like Tampa. They got to go under that bridge, but I think Jacksonville's a little more scarier.
Yeah, it's.
But we normally pour it out of
Port Canaveral.
Port Canaveral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
most
ship are you
of the
guys sailing on?
I think we're going on the Elation.
Elation.
It's on its way out. It's probably gonna be out within the next year or two. Yay!
we went
I've
on
been
the,
on the Elation like maybe 3 times already.
yeah. We went on the Pride out of Jacksonville, and
Okay.
Okay.
that was an amazing. That ship is amazing itself, but it's one that goes up to Alaska. We just happened to catch it when it was ferrying over to Alaska, and they did like a couple of sailings out of Jacksonville, and it was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh, tell me, how long have you been cruising?
Not long, believe it or not. I had this conversation with How We Cruise yesterday, and they thought we were avid cruisers, and we actually went on our first cruise this January.
Wow.
So the
we're both gold cards.
Yeah. That we will be on our next Carnival cruise. We'll get our gold card.
But we've never been on a 7-day yet.
Yeah.
Our first one was on the Symphony. Was our first 7-day, and
wow.
Okay.
we determined on that cruise that you can go no less than 6 days. And Chastity said not the Pride. Yeah, the Spirit. I don't know why she's correcting me. She keeps me straight, man. She keeps me straight. But and Paul said he just subscribed to you, Billy.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
But sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's Billy.
Squirrel. Anyway, I totally forgot what I was saying.
Oh yeah, we're going on Watson and Leo's cruise in March as well.
Their birthday cruise.
Yeah, we're trying to get on that one too. Our son is coming back from Korea, and we don't know right now if we're going to be able to.
Okay.
We're going to have to help him out or not. But if not, we want to be on there because we want to.
Yeah.
Good deal.
With them. But yeah, so that's what I was saying. We determined that like you got to at least go for 6 days.
Well, he's still working. I'm retired.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand.
But, you know, it's kind of tough because we like to cruise at least twice a year. And, you know, when you break that down, you're not getting enough, you know, time off without like missing out on days. Yeah. So we're trying to do this will be the 3rd cruise for me in 2023. Because we're doing Watson and Leo's, and then we're doing a groupcation with some other friends of ours
out of Texas,
Edna and Edna's World, and Veronica Life with V. We're doing a groupcation with them, and that's in August.
Yes,
that's out of Miami.
Yes, groupcation are fun. Normally, it just be my wife and I, and maybe my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, but they're not as, you know, they're
not out.
They're boring. They're very boring. So we try to cruise with a lot of people that love to have fun.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just us, and we have fun.
Yes, we can have fun.
So I know y'all know Watson and Leo, so I'm going to share this with you guys. So I'm going to see them tomorrow night. So my wife, she's like, you got to have, like, Watson and Leo's got to be with you. Make sure that you get to the Bronx okay. So, you know, they're like, we mapped out which train I'm going to get on and all that stuff last night. They're going to pick me up in Penn Station and make sure I get to the Bronx. All right.
Good deal.
Yeah, they're good guys. I tell you,
we
real
love
sweethearts.
Yeah, we love them to death. And then we've got Chastity
good
says
deal.
She knows that he'll take care of me. She's just worried about me getting lost. To Penn State.
They got you. New York can be a little scary. I was born in Connecticut, and I used to go to New York all the time, but I wasn't scared. Yeah. But that was then, not now. I don't know. It might be a little different for me.
The subways are crazy. I mean, so this is the second time this month that I've been in New Jersey. And looking at the local news, I mean, people are just getting pushed onto the tracks for no reason. And it's not, you know, one thing if it's gang violence, because not that it's okay, but at least it makes sense. It's gang violence. Like there's some reason to what these people are just evil, just for the sake of evil.
There's a lot of sickness out there.
Yeah, there is. It's crazy. But hey, so all right, if any of these folks are not subscribed to you, give us your best sales pitch on why they should go like and subscribe and hit that alert bell.
Well, we love to have fun. He's never met a stranger. I'm sort of like the bulldog, but yet and still, we get into a group of people and we just mesh.
Yeah.
Everybody calls me Miss Rose. I'm the loving mother. He's Uncle Ron.
Or Mr. Ron.
And we're just family. So we get in there and we just have fun with you guys.
That's awesome.
You know, life can be very challenging. And during the course of COVID, I lost 5 cousins in 1 year. And so you really have to live each day like this is your last day.
Appreciate life.
And appreciate life, people that you love, and tell them that you love them.
That's right.
Hold them. They need to hear the words. Hey, Josh, I love you. Captain Billy, I love you. You know, that's real, man. That's real.
Yeah.
And so I'm grateful. My wife, she was diagnosed with cancer several years ago, 2019, in the midst of a move.
Lost all my hair.
And so, but now she's, you know, she's on point, and I'm okay. We're good. But we love people and we love life. Yeah. We love life. So if you hear my voice, see my face, see her lovely face, subscribe and like. You will love us, man. I'm serious. Now, once I retire, it's on. I'll be on it every day. I promise you. I will be on it every day. Yes. Okay.
You and I, my favorite thing to do on a cruise ship is to do karaoke, man. So we got to.
He loves it when he can remember the words because he won't look at them.
We got to do that. I think our voices will work good together.
Oh yeah. Rhythm and blues. Bobby Womack.
Barry White.
Bill Withers.
White.
Bill Withers is my guy.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. That's me, man. I love some Bill Withers now.
Absolutely.
And Teddy Pendergrass. Turn him up.
Hey, it was so awesome meeting you guys. I can't wait to see you guys around the channel. Thank you for being subscribers. Billy J's awesome. Go subscribe to him too. Don't, okay.
We will, absolutely. I did subscribe to Moonlight Adventures already, and I will be hitting you up, Mr. Billy, very soon.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And if you need any help getting stood up, and we'll be reaching out to you as well. If you haven't yet went and followed our Facebook pages, please do so, because that way we can reach out to you guys if we ever want to have you on live stream or anything like that. We can get that information out to you.
Sounds great.
Thank you guys so much.
One of our videos, I did put a little snippet of his singing abilities, but he was singing background in one of his little groups that he's in, and people were like, I didn't know Ryan could sing.
We've almost got enough people between you and Greg and me, and I think we've got some other people. That's right. You were a Glee Club guy. Yeah. So we've got we almost have the makings of a band here now.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
But we need a name.
We can probably come up with something. we all got to get on a ship together, and then we'll come up with that name.
All right, we'll make it happen.
It'll be epic.
Hey, thank y'all so much.
Thank you, sir.
Bless up, bless out. Thank you guys so much.
All right,
yes, sir.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
All right, we have Scrow's Nest. What is up, my friend? Welcome in. And he's new to the channel. This is the first time I've seen him face to face. And just tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you fine.
Good.
I can hear you good.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm okay. Well, my channel basically deals with people that travel with mobility scooters or wheelchairs. So I have my own mobility scooter. So when I take it on the cruise, my wife shoots it, and then, me doing different things is what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah,
usually we don't get an accessible room. So a couple videos I have where I'm going into a non-accessible to show what that's like if you don't get an accessible room, you know, and getting on and off an elevator, getting on and off, you know, at excursions and on the tender and at excursions, you know, what I've done is with the scooter and stuff. So
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. So have you met up with the Ford man yet? Kenneth Oaks. Do you know who that is?
With who?
Kenneth Oaks. So he's
yeah,
Ford man.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah,
he's at
yeah,
Disney
actually,
right
I was on his show about a month ago. So
yeah, he's
yeah,
an awesome
right,
guy.
yeah.
And he's kind of like,
Yeah.
like, let me, you know, he's the kind of person that don't want a whole lot of help from anybody, and he tries to show everybody,
Right.
you know, what he can do and be a light to others and motivate people to do things even though they may have disabilities. And there's a few others like Wheelie Awesome Adventures, and then Traveling with Special Abilities, Lorraine. So that we have friends that kind of have the same, I guess, mission statement for their channel. So that's awesome. That's
Right.
awesome. And James Cantonese, he said he just subscribed to you there. He's actually going on the next Helping Hands for Cruising cruise because he's a disabled traveler as well. Yeah, but that's awesome. That's a good perspective to have because my wife's grandmother, when we had Kenny on, he was one of our first people that we had on live, and you know, Kenny was talking about experiences and traveling, and we actually shared a video of him climbing a mountain out in Helen. Billy, were you there, Billy, for that?
No, but I've seen the videos. Pretty awesome.
Yes, yeah. He went up Anaruby Falls, and you know, our grandmother. Well, I call her my grandmother, but it's my wife's. She asked the question, you know, about how is it traveling and blah blah blah. So anyway, long story short, she said, "Hey, Kenny, you know, you've motivated me now. I have nothing that should be holding me back because I'm able-bodied, and yeah, I have some challenges, but so it's important to have channels like yours, not just for the folks who are disabled and need to see how they can travel, but also for people that may, for whatever silly reason, are not trying to get out and do things. You know, you show that there's no reason that you should.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of people say, you know, hey, thanks for the video. Now I know I can take my mother, I can take my dad, whoever, you know, and I also include videos, even though I don't make any money off it, but from Scoot Around, you know, that's set up outside of all the ships.
Yeah.
And I've done, you know, what they charge, you know, just a informational video and stuff like that. And again, that's received a lot of positive feedback, and you know.
So where are you out of?
I live in Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona. All right.
So not exactly close to a cruise port. So you know, our closest one, I guess, would be Long Beach. So.
Do you cruise often, or is it mainly land-based?
Well, see, that's kind of what I want to do too. Is like not only cruising, but you know, like traveling, going to hotels, you know, land type trips too. You know, so.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I have cruised. Well, in the last year, I've done 3 cruises. I got one coming up in December, and after that, I don't really have anything booked right after December. So
that's awesome. We have there's a lot of people that both Billy and I and Crystal, who's down in the basement right now, a lot of us are subscribed to, and that we are we collaborate with some of these other channels that do a lot of land-based stuff. And there's a lot of those folks that are out at Quartzsite right now in Arizona with their campers and such. So that's beautiful. I want to get out there and check that place out at some time. But and again, what was your first name?
Randy.
Randy. All right, Randy. So give us your elevator spiel. If we came across your channel and we'd never subscribed to you, why should we subscribe to Scrow's Nest?
Well, Randy. Then my last name is Scrowback, so that's where I got the Scrow's Nest from. They took Scrow's Nest, Crow's Nest, you know. Yeah, well, you know, it's funny. I'm getting an echo. anyway, the reason you should subscribe is because I do provide actual information showing me using the scooter and stuff. And a lot of it will also pertain to like wheelchair users and stuff like that, you know. And I don't go into, you know, which is fine. I don't go around and show you what I'm having for dinner that night and those kind of things. Those people that do those kind of tours, that's fine. I show going through the ship in various locations, getting into the theater, where do you sit in the theater, you know, and I will show a restaurant too, like, you know, go into the restaurant where you park the scooter, drive the scooter up to the table, stuff like that, you know, and I try to cover as much as I can, you know, accessibility wise. So, and like I mentioned before, also getting on and off the ship at excursions, getting onto a tender. I've got a really nice video right now that's been up for a while. It's about me getting off in Cabo. On the way back, a nice wave hits and, you know, shakes us all up on the tender, and, you know, stuff like that. And then there's another one I've got where we're in Cartagena, Colombia, at a fort, and I'm trying to go up. It's a very steep incline. All of a sudden you see the scooter do this, and, you know, interesting times, you know.
So Aaron Smith wanted to know if you cruise off the West Coast regularly.
You know, actually, we've cruised more off the East Coast, like Miami and Fort Lauderdale and stuff. Finally, last year, we did do the panorama, and we went out of Long Beach. But the bad thing about the cruise we did out of Long Beach was it was like Christmas time. We had 3 ports. 2 of them we were denied, we couldn't get off at, and because of COVID. So anyway, that ended up where, you know, at least it gave me the opportunity, though. We got off in Cabo, and I was telling you about the tender video. That's where that was shot, was on that cruise last year. So
well, that's awesome. Well, that's awesome. It was great to meet you, Randy, and another great channel to go check out. Again, it's all about, just like we told See the World and Ron and Rose, you know, it's all about seeing these trips through other people's eyes and figuring out, you know, different ways to go enjoy cruising. Right. And you know, we learned through our vlogging experience to just do it the way we do it and share it with the world, and people enjoy it, you know. So I think you're doing the right thing. And where are you at with subscribers right now?
Just under 300. I got like 270 some. So it has been, it's very slow. I've had the channel now for almost a year. Mm-hmm. But I also realize it's also got like a limited viewership too, to a degree. It's, you know, niche. So, you know, but
so any help? I'm not, you know, just let us know. Jimmy, the astute tourist, is really good with taking a look at people's channels and seeing things that you can do to make your channel more efficient. So the astute tourist, he usually does. Is it Thursdays, Billy? If I remember right, when he does the YouTube shout out kind of thing. But yeah, he'll take a look at your channel and give you some pointers on some things you should do different. And you know, and it's respectful and it's good. It's done. He's not going to put you down like some of these people I've heard and seen horror stories. You know, that he'll actually take a look and he has good information he puts out. He's not just this fly by night kind of. So
well,
but yeah. Go ahead, Randy. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I appreciate the opportunity you gave me to, you know, kind of pitch my channel. I'm not above begging for subscribers, so, you know, everybody's welcome. So
hopefully you won't have to beg. I hope you see a noticeable increase in subscribership. So it's all about growing the entire community, because if we all grow, we all grow together. That's how I look at it. It's not a
absolutely,
yeah. So thank you so much, Randy, for coming on, and we will see you around YouTube, man.
Okay, sure. I'll be checking in with you. So
all righty, that's awesome. See you around. All right, next we have the birthday girl. She turned 25 yesterday.
And holding
the light. Welcome in.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, frog hair split about 6 ways.
I hear you. Hello, Billy. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you.
That's a good picture, Josh.
That is. That's the best picture.
All right. Well, Crystal, can you tell us about where you're from and your channel?
Sure. So I live in Michigan, currently in a little town called Port Huron. I'm 5 minutes from the border of Sarnia, Ontario. So my channel currently is, I would say the nomadic life, but from a sticks and bricks area. I don't necessarily travel in my vehicle or my rig or whatever. I do live in sticks and bricks. I have my daughter, who is also my co-host of our channel, and we travel around the United States for right now, but we're talking about taking it to the next level and eventually going, overseas and checking out some things. And whether it be her or just me doing it, that's where we want to go with this channel. I do anything from camping to cruising to hotel reviews. We do dinner reviews. I really focused this year on my hometown, like my home state of Michigan. More importantly, the area of where I'm from, because it's on Lake Huron. We have a lot of neat little cute and quirky kind of things to do around here. So I wanted everybody to see basically through my eyes about where I am from and different areas of that might have some interest to draw them to come visit me up here, because I think we are going to have a couple meetups in Michigan, probably next year for sure.
Michigander.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
There's probably going to be one if my friends can withstand the winter months. In a little German town called Frankenmuth, and they do an ice and snow festival.
Frankenmuth?
Yes, Frankenmuth, Michigan. So I'm looking forward to doing that. In March, I'm going on cruise number 2 with Carnival. So we'll be headed out there with Mr. James Catanese and a bunch of you other people that are in the chat and maybe on the panel here, if God willing lets us all. So, and then from there, then I was talking about going out to Quartzsite in January, but if I'm going to go on a cruise, I can't do the Quartzsite one this year, but definitely that. But there's also going to be some other meetups along the way that we're going to be probably going to and doing. And then I'm trying to put together one before the M23 meetup. So that we could do the M20, we could do another Michigan meetup before going to the M23, and it's going to be in the Huron National Forest. That's up there a little bit. It's up towards like right before Gaylord area, over on again the west side of the state, or the east side of the state. So, but there's a lot of cool and free things that Michigan has to offer, and I just want to share my beautiful state with all of yous, and not just that, but also enjoy the travels and seeing different places, and who knows, maybe something might spark somebody else's interest and make them want to go to that place to see it as well.
I like that you threw a little bit of Michigan in there. You said some of yous. Some of yous.
Some of yous.
Yeah. Yous. So are you a Youper?
Actually, no. So if this is Michigan, this is the UP. This would be the Youper.
Yeah.
I actually live down here in the Thumb.
You're in the Thumb. So that's west of Detroit then, right? Right?
No. So Detroit's further down. So I'm north of Detroit.
Good. As long as you're not in Detroit.
No. I'm actually, to be honest with you, from Detroit Metropolitan Airport, I am an hour and 45 minutes north.
Yeah. Now I understand. Like it's like Georgia. It's like I hate Atlanta, but I love Georgia.
Right.
So cool. How close are you to the dunes? So I had a friend that I used to work with that used to talk about the dunes all the time.
So I'm here.
Yeah.
The sand dunes are all the way over here.
Which is amazing to me. I mean, it's like the same dunes you would see on the ocean, but in the middle of Michigan. That's crazy.
So I'll be honest with you. We did a little vlog this summer of a spot in Michigan. It was called the Lumberman's Monument. It has the highest sand dune in the state of Michigan.
Wow.
It even has warning signs and everything else that's on there that says enter at your own risk. Make sure you have plenty of water and plenty of a lot of other stuff, because if you choose to go down it, you might not be coming back up it. And make sure you have a buddy system that can either is in good health to get back up to go get help for you, or you might be stuck down there for a while. But what they don't tell you is you could swim around the cove to where the camp kitchen is and climb up them steps to get back up there. But I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Just because of health, you're putting yourself at risk.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's beautiful. In the sand dunes that are over on the other side, you can go rent dune buggies. You can take your vehicles if they're sand, if they're sand okay. 4-wheelers, you name it, you could go do it. My nephew and his parents, they do a lot of all that over there, and it's so worth going to see.
Yeah, we've never been to Michigan. We've been to northern Ohio and went and saw Lake Erie.
Okay.
But it's on the list. I mean, I'd like to go. So you've got Lake Michigan, obviously.
I'm on Lake Huron side.
And you're on the Huron side.
Yep.
Are those the only 2 Great Lakes that?
Nope. So you got Lake Superior that's up in the UP. And then you'll have Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, and Lake Erie, I think, is down below in between Ohio and Michigan.
So you got all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would, there was that joke that Carnival was, setting up a cruise port. But, I guess they actually could do a cruise port in one of the Great Lakes, from what I understand.
I would love it. If they was here, I'd be on one every other week.
Yeah.
My bank account would say broke.
it would really be awesome to, I guess, would it be Superior that you'd have to go out of? So, and then take the river out and go up into Nova Scotia. That would be just awesome. You
could even come out of Lake Michigan if you Lake Huron, because we have an old. So where I'm from, it's called the Bean Dock. It used to be for shipping and cargo, and a lot of cruising industries back when used to use that area. And they would, like the Great Lakes cargoing ship freighters, all of that would use that Bean Dock. And the oh gosh, what are they called when you go into a port? The port authorities would come in and run the port for you, and they would say, okay, let me see your passports and all that other stuff. They'd have to show all that information. They'd get the clearance to come ashore, and then they'd give you time. If you could go to Michigan, Detroit, you go to Port Huron, you can go to Detroit. You could go up even north towards Mackinac Island. You could go into the Sioux. You could go all over the place. And then there are ships that go out from, like you said, into Nova Scotia from Lake Erie, and then come down and around into Port Huron. I've caught them going underneath our Blue Water Bridge. Like it's very worth it.
I would love to go. I mean, I would probably right now, just thinking about it, like Alaska, Australia, and then some sort of Nova Scotia cruise would be probably third before Hawaii. I mean, my grandfather served in Goose Bay, Labrador during the Korean War. So that I would really like to go up and like see Greenland, Iceland, Nova Scotia, all that up through there would be awesome to see. Oh, almost. I mean, the beauty up there probably, I've never been there, but I would say it probably rivals Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Billy, I know that you don't really know Crystal, so do you have any questions for Crystal?
We've ran across each other a couple times, but
yes, I wear deodorant. No, I'm joking.
Got off the Carnival Horizon, and I was on the Carnival Horizon last month, so I haven't had a chance. But Crystal, what did you think about the Horizon? Did you enjoy the cruise? Or
the pizza station was my best friend.
Was it busy late at night for the pizza?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
oh gosh. Yes. to be wholeheartedly honest with you, I loved it. I do love cruising. That's why I'm going to go in March. Just because, you know, when you cruise as a group or as a community, you learn to lock in those friendships and you become not just friends, you become family, you know, and it was a very emotional goodbye from the 80s deck party night all the way through to the end. So for most of you that don't know this, we don't really celebrate my birthday per se because my husband's always working. My kids don't really bake cakes or anything like that. So I've never really had like the happy birthday song or the cake or anything like that. And I didn't want it because I was already emotional because I knew the cruise was getting ready to end. And that night at dinner, my stomach wasn't working with my body. Like I was like, I'm going to be sick. I don't feel good. Something's not going on. So I kept running up and down to use the bathroom. And I went down to the bedroom and somebody texted me and they're like, you need to come back up here. And I'm like, 4. And they're like, everybody's saying goodbye to everybody. I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. So up the steps I go running, you know, because you got to wait for the elevators. And I get there and Sugar, who was our maitre d', you know, our server and everything, he surprised me with a plate and it had happy birthday written on it and 2 candles and 2 brownies. And they sung happy birthday and I could try my hardest to hold everything together except for when he got to the last thing and everybody was singing and standing around and I was like, it was like, holy cow, we got a flood over here.
It's funny. I wish Chastity was on here with us. Of course, you know, I'm working. That's why I'm outside. I'm satellite from the Moonlight Adventure Studios. But so we had our 23rd wedding anniversary on our last cruise, and she put a post out. She's like, "So who's the woman in this relationship?" Because we we get done. They bring out a happy anniversary cake, and here I am, like, it was literally the best meal I've ever had in my life. Central Park 150 or 150 Central Park, and then they come out and surprised both of us with, you know, this happy anniversary meal, and I start crying for some reason. I'm like, I'm emotional. I don't know why. I can't. But cruises will do that to you. And you know, we were on there with Mike and Betsy and Miranda, and the evening of our night at Coco Cay, which was our last night at sea, we're like, okay, let's go ahead and say goodbye tonight. That way in the morning we can get off the ship and not be emotional, you know, because I mean, it's the first time we'd met those folks, but it's like you say, we're family. And I know when we all first meet for the first time, it's just going to be like we've always known each other, you know?
Yeah, because we do get to know each other through YouTube and just like what we're doing here right now, we're all talking. So, and you meet up in other people's vlogs or live streams or whatever it may be. And we still talk. The only difference is in person, you get to see the person full body. On here, you get to see it from the chest up. You know what I mean? And you get to know them more. And then you get to see the funny side of them and the quirky side of them. And then you're like, wow, I didn't know she was that humorous. Or as Kenny would tell me, Crystal, stop. You're killing me. You're killing me. Because I made that boy laugh every night.
You showed a picture last night of him with that huge smile, open mouth, you know, and like that's the picture I always get of Kenny in my mind when I'm like, oh man, you know, that's the one that I always think of when I'm thinking of Kenny at his happiest. Is that's the facial expression, you know. And I love to make him do that. That's why I like to pick at him so much, because I love when I see him make that laugh and that face. It's the best.
You know, and I can vouch because there's a majority of us in the chat and you two on the screen. It was a group cruise, but it was also the inaugural cruise for Helping Hands for Cruising. And when you actually get to see that reality of that dream of a person who's never been able to do those things come
Yes.
true, and that gratefulness they have on their face and their emotions, the way they talk and everything, it really does something to your heart, you know, and it brings compassionate feelings to you. And I'm telling you, that's what it's all about. Like, it's all about just having fun, enjoying one another, bar crawls, room crawls, you
Yeah.
name it, we've done it. And like I said, Billy, so to answer your question, I totally enjoyed it.
And there is something about Kenny. I mean, the first time I was super excited to meet him, and it just because just to meet him, just because you can tell he's a light in an otherwise dark world. But when you meet him, I've never there's only a couple other people that I've ever met in my life, and one is my grandmother. That the minute you meet them, there's this aura and light about them. I mean, it's supernatural. It really is, and you just, I mean, I'm getting a little emotional thinking about it. Just the time I did not want to leave Kenny because I felt it's almost jealous, or it's almost jealous. It's almost selfish because you just want to bask in the glow of Kenny and his positiveness. He
Yes.
is so positive, and I don't mean to say this. I don't know how to say this other than he has every reason in the world to be negative, but he's not. He's not.
I agree. I agree. When I hugged Kenny on the very last day, I purposely moved his walker away so I could grab Kenny by the hands. I threw his phone right on the bed. I was like,
Yeah.
you don't need this. And I threw it on the phone. I threw it on the bed. I said, and you don't need this. And I moved his walker. I grabbed him by the hands, guys. And I forget how short Kenny is. Okay. So I'm a little taller than Kenny, just not by a lot, but I'm a little taller than Kenny. Grabbed his hands. I pulled him right up to me, and then I realized I now know where his head's gonna lie.
Did his tongue tap his brain when he did that?
I grabbed a hold of his underarms because I didn't want him to fall.
Yeah.
And I just hugged him so tightly. And I got very emotional. And I said, Kenny, I love you, kid. Keep being you and
Yeah.
keep reaching for your goals, because in life, buddy, you're gonna make it. And I said, if you need anything, even if it's just a talk while you're in Disney because you can't do something, call me. You know, if you need something, call me.
When we had him on our live stream, and my wife's grandmother was, you know, Grandma Sandra, she called us and she said, I was just sitting there bawling because, you know, I make up every excuse in the world why I can't do something. And here is this kid, you know, and he's, again, has every reason in the world to not be happy and to not be positive.
Right.
But
And
he
then
is, and that's the best for everyone, you know.
And then you set him down in the chair and he goes, thanks for my first unofficial motorboat. I was like, get out of here.
But, you know, we talk about how much we care about each other, and Kenny in particular. And, you know, there was that night where we all expected him to go live and he wasn't there. We won't talk about why he wasn't there.
Right. But still, like it's a family. It's a huge family.
Yeah. I told Cassidy, I was like, I said, seriously, if I don't hear from him in the next 30 minutes, I know that he's 10 hours away, but I'm jumping in the car, like, you know, and I'm calling Scott, and you know, Scott didn't know what was going on because Scott was closer than anybody else. And anyway, I mean, you know, and I would do the same, and Chastity would do the same for anybody in this community. I mean, we love you guys, and it's not, I've told people this before. If we say we love you, especially, you know, me and Chastity, that's earned. That's not something that we just, if we say it, we mean it, you know.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Everybody other than Billy in the community, we love Billy a lot. I'm kidding.
Yes, Billy is amazing.
Yeah, he is. And you know, it's like when we go and Crystal's getting a lot of time here, and that's fine because we have nobody else in the basement, and she's awesome, and it's her birthday. But you know, it's when we've had time with you on your channel, Crystal, you always want to take time afterward and chit chat and fellowship, and and it's genuine and it's awesome. And
Yeah, and what you see is what you get. And I'll be honest, like my parents have always raised me to you treat others as you want to be treated.
Yep.
So don't be fake, don't be phony, be heartful and meaningful and respectful, and you will get that back in return.
It's what I've always taught my kids, and they have in some ways been that way to a fault. But it's like, you be you, don't ever be a follower,
Right.
That doesn't mean you got to go out here and be crazy and foolish, but at the same time, you need to be you, be happy, be authentic, because that's the only way you're going to love yourself. And that's the only way people are going to reciprocate the love to you,
Right. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally
And
agree.
everybody in this community has their own, you said it right, quirks, character traits. Everybody's a little different. It's like the rainbow. It's all the different, the rainbow is beautiful when it's all together. The colors by themselves are pretty, but when they're all together, and the rainbow does symbolize togetherness and acceptance, and that's what you get here.
Right.
It's there are other groups where I feel judged, but that's my happy place to be judged by some of those people. But that's my inner circle. They can judge me, but there are other places where you don't want to be judged, and there's no judgment here, and it's awesome.
No, there isn't. And like on the cruise with the group of people that we were with, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I probably got tanked 1 or 2 nights, but we had fun. There was no rudeness about it. Like I'm like the happy-go-lucky, funny person of the group if I've had a few drinks in me. And I got Kenny to dance, and Kenny kept saying, I'm not dancing. And Danny even tried before me, because I have it on video. Danny was trying to get Kenny to dance, and Kenny wouldn't dance. Kenny's like, no, I'm good. I went over there. I took Kenny's phone out of his hand. I grabbed Kenny's hand, and I danced with him like this with his hands, and cutting up with him. And Kenny could not hold a straight face.
Yeah, Neptune and waterboarding. Wow, he's a lucky guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to ask you this. Well, hang on. So Barry makes a good point. And when he mentioned that, I thought about this, and it could be really cool. So, maybe we all get together and talk about this at a later date, but it would be cool to have a group of us come on, and then maybe a rookie creator, which I'm a rookie, but some people that are really just getting started, and have one of these kind of deals where we just sit and talk, and they maybe ask questions of us, and it would be a learning event for, I don't know, that might be cool, Barry. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like that. And Crystal, I'm gonna put you out there, but you do a good job with that kind of stuff. That may be something good for you to think about doing.
Yes,
you're an awesome Donahue. You're a female Donahue.
A ladies tell all, and we have the men tell all with no holds bar.
You did a great job. I mean, some of the questions you threw at us were thinkers for sure. Like,
yeah.
Wow, how do I answer this? How do I get out of this? No.
Yeah, and some of them were, and even the ladies were like, "Man, she didn't ask us this tough of a question." I'm like, "Oh, well, you just wait till next month." That these were just warm-ups to what's more to come. And I think it's great when we do that, because it gives people, like if I do it once a month, it gives people that time and that opportunity to tune into this channel to see what because I'm allowed to have 9 people, 12 people, I don't know how many ever people up on panel, and we go around, and it might take us an hour or 2 hours to get through all the questions, but you get to know that creator at a more personal level than what you would be if I said, "Hi, I'm Crystal. I'm with Destinations Delight. We are a traveling family with my sidekick, Miss O. Join us on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central, and that is 3 p.m. Mountain Time." You know what I mean? Like, just that spiel. Like, okay, so what is she truly all about? And where you tune in, you might get, and I will participate in some, when it's the women, but when it comes to the men, I ask all the questions and they are in the hot seat.
Meg said she believes that they got to know us a little too much during the men tell-all. Yeah. Well, another thing that I think would be really cool, but I don't know how I could do it with my experiences in the military with my group of guys that I served with, just because of the nature of what we did. But I have thought about, so Troy, Cruise Vet, some of the guys who served, all having a show where we just, it doesn't have anything to do with crew. It's our experiences in the military, and just because, you know, it's like my kids have talked about, and now my oldest son's in the military, but how interesting it is to just hear veterans talk. Just talking, you know.
It is. It's very interesting.
Territories in wrestling that are on Vice now, Billy. Just seeing those old wrestlers just talk, you know. It's interesting television. It's not television, it's YouTube, but yeah, I mean, and that's a thought that I've had, because that's therapeutic. That's why I'm a member of the VFW, because just going and talking to other veterans that I feel like I can relate to is important, because you really don't. It's hard when you get out of the military, when you lose that camaraderie, and you know, Billy, I'm sure it's similar. You know, you've talked about wanting to go back and doing some refereeing in Iowa, because it's a camaraderie that you miss.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, and not only that, like, so our carnival trip on the horizon, it celebrates the whole month of Halloween. So we had the Purple Hearts on there on our ship, and we had a gentleman that was all dressed up in a suit, and he had on all of his medals, medallions, whatever he had on his jacket. Some kids walked up and they said, "We like your costume, sir." And he's like, "This isn't a costume. This was my life." They stopped and paused and let that gentleman talk. Then they thanked him for his services and wanted to hear more about his stories.
Yeah.
So I think, to me, I'm not a little kid or a teenager I'm a grown adult. I still like to hear those stories. I ask my dad all the time about Vietnam. Some stuff he likes to talk about, some stuff he doesn't like to talk about, but I get it. But at least he knows that I care. You know, I ask, I like to listen. I like to hear those things, you know?
Yeah.
It's history.
It is. And it's important. So traveling is important to me, because one of the things that the military gave me that I would never take back, even though some of the travel that I was on was some of the worst places on the face of the earth, it still opens your aperture and opens your mind to the rest of the world, not only how good we have it, but also how that other people live their lives and are accepting of the way they live their lives, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have this mentality in the United States that everyone should live the same way we live. And, you know, it's not for everybody. And we need to understand that. And that's, I think that's why I was so excited for Kenny, because he'd never even seen the ocean. And I'm like, his mind is about to be blown, because he's going to go to his first third world country. He's going to go see the ocean. He's going to go see all these people. He's going to see beautiful and wonderful things. But I'm so excited for what's going to come after when he gets back.
So
his message is going to be so awesome when he gets back.
So what we did, and you guys will see these eventually, is the last 2 days on the ship, I ran around with my head cut off. I got 2-minute testimonials from some board members, some cruisers that were with us that are part of and supporters, and Kenny himself, about what this cruise meant to him.
That's awesome.
And I have to say, guys, I cannot wait for you all to see it when it's all said and done. I played one last night on my show, and the person who did this was And I didn't want anything from the same location. So you will see parts of the Havana. You're going to see a room balcony where I'm standing out and the people are talking to me from the balcony. You're going to see Kenny sitting in his room by the window, me standing next to the window in Kenny's room. You're going to see somebody in a hallway. You're going to see somebody up against the wall. Like, I went all over this ship because I just felt to get their own personal experience about it all drives the message home more than if it was scripted and read from the same location for every person.
She's going to try to make people cry, Billy.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Yeah. I hate that. I hate that we couldn't make it work. I want to try the best I can to be on the next one, because we're huge supporters of, I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but it just the promotion of Helping Hands for Cruising and what they do is amazing.
It is. It's a great organization. It's a great charity. And I think when it goes, it's going to go, and it's going to go in the very right direction. This could be big as Groove with St. Jude.
I think it's going to be bigger. I think it could be as big as a Make-A-Wish, because it really is a Make-A-Wish. And you think about some of the things that people that do on Make-A-Wish, it's temporal, but with this, it's priceless and it lasts a lifetime. It's something that, if Kenny never goes on another cruise, he has this to take with him for the rest of his life.
And all the memories that were made. Like, I can tell you, there was a camera on at least all of us, if not him for sure, almost all the time. Because we wanted to capture all the moments of his firsts with him.
And we need to, and James, he said that you made him cry last night.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Sorry, there we go. But we need to keep in mind that James is our next recipient. I say our like I'm representing Helping Hands.
You are.
He's the next recipient of the Helping Hands for Cruising grant. And we need to make sure that James's trip is as special as Kenny's. And, we will have, I'm planning on Chastity and I doing another cruise-a-thon. Well, the cruise-a-thon's what Helping Hands does. We're going to do the Dare-a-thon, where we'll spin the Wheel of Doom and do crazy things for donations for his onboard credit. I'm thinking about doing some other things too. Sean and I have talked about, like, if my health gets right, I want to try to ride a tricycle, and I want to try to go 5 miles on the tricycle and get donations for every segment that I complete. But and then I'm sure we'll do a Helping Hands Cruise-a-thon. Be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming soon. And now that we're linked in, I'm sure we'll take part in that as well. 24 hours of raising money for Helping Hands for Cruising. So wonderful organization, well worth. And if you want to get something for your donation, go over there and buy their merch. They have T-shirts and all kinds of crazy stuff you can buy. And
that they do.
Yeah.
It's not just, and guys, even if you can't donate, just go over there and leave a nice little message saying, this is a great organization. I'm glad to be a part of it, because no matter what, we all accept everyone.
Yeah,
for sure. And if you don't mind there, Josh, you can go to helpinghandsforcruising.org to show your support. Also, the Helping Hands for Cruising Facebook page, and there's a Helping Hands for Cruising with the number 4, guys. Everything has the number 4 in it. You can also go to the YouTube channel there as well. These testimonies that I took will be linked to the YouTube platform, and they will also be put on the Facebook page on top of my own page. So I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to see where this is going to go. I can't wait to see James's reactions when he gets there, and Billy, if you can join us, we'd love to have you with us.
I'm working on it.
Same thing with Josh and Chastity. The more people, the merrier. I know right now. So it's Fantastic Cruising's group cruise. So I think it's Meg has the email to where she can contact Kimbra. So if anybody is interested in going to that, if Josh doesn't mind Meg dropping that email link, you can email her at I think it's at fantasticcruising.com. I think it is.
We allow Meg to do whatever she wants.
Yeah. So
Here's
I
my
mean,
first mate, Meg.
I would like to see. So we had 25 cabins on this first inaugural group cruise. I would like to see us get 45 cabins if possible.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I mean, not just to support Matt and Kimbra, but let's support James and let's make this thing famous. That's how I feel. Like, I'm so passionate about this that I don't know. I can't talk highly enough about it, but I don't want to distract it from your channel either.
I love this quote from Aaron Smith, and I like it. So, Make-A-Wish is a last hurrah of life. Helping Hands for Cruising is more of a porthole for the possibility of a new life. Exactly. And that's very, very true. And an amazing quote. I appreciate that so much. There's fantastic. But yeah, I mean, just amazing work. And we need to, and you know, John Bourbon believes in it so much that, I mean, Helping Hands for Cruising has sponsored John Bourbon every week.
Yeah.
He calms way down, and, you know, it's amazing what he does there. I'm surprised that Helping Hands picked him up, but, you know, they haven't sponsored us yet, but they sponsored John Bourbon.
John Bourbon's pretty cool, though.
Hey, GW does not like him at all. GW is not a fan. He does not want to share the spotlight with anyone. But so, hey, I greatly, this has been awesome. And, you know, there's a lot of people that have hung around because everybody's looking for updates on Kenny and how things are going. So this was a good update. And I'm so happy, or I'm so excited every time to see my friend Kenny every chance I get. And I mean, you know us, we've fallen in love with Kenny and Pawpaw, and they are just awesome people. And I mean, we've fallen in love with the whole community, but Kenny is special, man. He is just.
When you do get to speak to Kenny, ask him how he likes plugs. And I'll leave it at that.
Yesterday. Yeah.
I'm referring to channel plugs, but he took it in another way.
So, hey guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna jump out. We've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and we are holding strong at 24 viewers. We could probably go another 2 hours. I mean, it keeps, like, people keep coming in and going out, and it's awesome. I appreciate the support.
Awesome.
We never thought that our little channel would ever be anything like this, and it's because of the love and amazing support in this community from folks like Crystal and Billy and everyone that's still in the chat. Just thank you guys so much. It really warms our heart. Both Chastity and I are so appreciative of you guys' support. So thank y'all so much. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Crystal. I'm gonna kick y'all out, and I'm gonna take the screen for a minute, and then I'm gonna close this thing out. Billy, thank you for filling in.
No problem.
Thank you so much, buddy. You did a good job. You did not lose your wrench while co-hosting.
Yeah.
Billy will be on. What's your next event that you've got coming up?
Putting out Carnival Horizon vlog. So I just went out today, just before this live stream. So check that out.
I just watched
one more coming out.
That was good.
One more coming out Saturday during my normal live time. I'm going to premiere a vlog. It's my bar crawl from the Carnival Horizon. So it's going to be a good time for that. Check that out.
Hey, you get to see. So Billy is trying to sell foot picks in this latest video that he did. He's sliding on the slide, and he's seeing if there's any interest in feet picks for Billy.
Yes.
While wearing his upside down pineapple swimming trunks.
Yes.
So, do you want to put out a link to your feet pick OnlyFans site?
Not yet. So I'm working on it.
We appreciate you, Billy, and we love you as always, brother. And we will see you on the World Wrestling Vlog Saturday night.
All right. See you there.
Take it easy, man. All right, guys. So there it is, another iteration of the Creator Showcase. I always get really excited for these because it's so awesome. Even when we share channels that are not new to the community, but that have been coming on this for now the third episode, it's amazing to see how the channels are growing, and it really makes me feel good. Eddie just hit 400, and his growth has been crazy, and I know it's because of the support of the community, because I always look at it, I'm like, if Moonlight Adventures has 600 and we're at 692 subscribers now, then all our people that we subscribe to and support that are part of the core community, they should have 692 subscribers, and we want everybody to grow with us, because again, Billy's travels are different than my travels. Chastity's travels are different than mine, and I try to make sure that we capture between the two of us as we're traveling, and you want to see it through everybody's eyes in different ways. And but yeah, it is awesome. It is awesome. Aaron Smith, he just found Captain Billy J's OnlyFans site. So, oh dear Lord, Captain Billy J OnlyFans. How much does Captain sell a feet pick for? Hey, I thank you guys so much for being here. We probably will not release any other videos this week because I'm busy traveling, won't be home till Friday. And then we'll come home and we'll start studying up for John Bourbon. We've got WWV this week. We're going to have It's Your Boy Leo on, and he is a great supporter and a great creator as well, and he'll be on talking wrestling with us. And then Sunday we'll have Shootin the Breeze with Moonlight Adventures, where we'll do some of the same kind of stuff, but we've got a special edition. We are going to have Michelle from Lovey's Fat Life. We're going to leave Mike behind. We don't want to see that guy. We're going to have Michelle, and she's going to come on. She's going to talk about normal things, but she's also going to promote her Murder Mystery at Sea series that she's been doing, which has been fantastic. And I'm going to kind of step back and let her and Chastity do most of the talking, because Chastity, she loves murder mysteries. So this is going to be right up her alley, and it's going to be a great show, I believe. So, but thank you guys so much for being on here. It makes me happy. Go out, like, and subscribe to all these wonderful folks, and get out there, bless up, bless out. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Have a great rest of the week. Moonlight Adventures, we're out.